What's up guys, it's Shadow Codes here, and in today's video I am finally doing my Regretavador series. Now, as you can see, the elevator opens, you see a map, and then I should go in here, but basically it'll randomize the map, so on to the next one. It's a green one. So, I'm going to teach you how to make this, and yeah, let's just get on with the video. Okay, so, as you can see, we have this elevator. It's pretty simplistic, nothing too special about it, but we obviously have to make map rotation. So, in server storage, I have a few maps that are really, really basic. But, oh, oops. Alright, so they're really simple maps. One has the entrance on that side, which you can see. One has the entrance in the middle, and the other is the entrance on the right. So, this is just to show you that the entrance can be anywhere, but you actually need to make the entrance. So after you made your map, you want to make sure you have an entrance. So you want to name it map pivot. And you put it anywhere you want, but it has to be hanging over this perfectly. And it has to be the same size as the exit of your elevator. So I have something here called the elevator pivot. It basically, those two connect and create the map. So you want to add it. So you add it, you just make a part, make sure it's the exact same size as your entrance exit in the elevator, and you just make it invisible. You make it so that it can't go wide, same thing with the elevator pivot, and then you put it just hanging off, and you call it map pivot, and then you turn that into the primary part. So your primary part would be empty. So your primary part's empty, so you just take it and you either in here or in here, I'm doing here, you click the map pivot inside of it. So there you go. Now, you'll want to put them in server storage. And that will be it. So, I'm going to put this out here in the workspace. Now, we are not actually going to have a moving elevator, which will make coding a bunch of different parts a lot easier, and make it so we have a lot less work to do. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a script inside of server service. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it elevator, or it's elevator, but this is what's going to handle the maps and the elevator. So what you want to start with is doing some services. I'm going to do server storage. So local server storage equals game get service, server storage. Then you'll want to define the elevator. So local elevator equals workspace.elevator. Local elevator pivot is equal to elevator.elevator pivot. And that's going to be it for the services and the variables. So first what you want to do is you want to make a function called create map. Well, no, first you want to make something. And what you want to do is you want to do local map equals server storage get children. Oh, so you want to actually do maps, not map. I don't know what I'm doing. So you want to do local map or random map is equal to maps square bracket maps.random, not random 1 number, so like just the number symbol, and then maps, because those are the maps you can choose from. And so you want to create the map. You want to do the random map dot parent equals workspace, and then the random map pivot to elevator pivot dot equal. Then let's say we just want to wait a good 10 seconds, and then we want to destroy the map. So I'm actually going to create a function for that, because we'll need to do some other things with it eventually later in the series. So function remove map, and then whatever the map we're removing. You already mapped out destroy. So then you want to do remove map. Oh wait, you want to clone it. Anyways, do not forget cloning, otherwise this will stop working. Anyways, then you want to remove the random map. So let's test it out. So I gotta wait a little. Oh wait, we never called it. That's why it won't work. So we want it to go like every good 10 seconds. We want to spawn another map. So what we want to do is while true do, or actually to make it a lot simpler, while wait 10 seconds, do create map. That's about it. That should work the same as doing a while true do and then wait 10. So we have that going. So every 10 seconds it'll create a map, and then after another 10 seconds it'll remove the map, and then once it removes the map it should create another map. I actually want to wait a good 15 seconds to give it time to load. So we'd wait a good second. We'd wait about 10 seconds, and then a map will spawn. So after another 10 seconds, it'll disappear under my feet, so I should probably go back in there. Right, okay, and then after another 10 seconds, it should load in again. A different map, hopefully. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, there is an issue that we'll probably see, but what can happen is now we can have the same map that spawned before spawn again. So if we see another blue map, there's no, like, yeah, see? There's nothing that's saying it can't spawn again, even though it already did. And we want them to spawn, we want them to spawn again, we just don't want them spawning one after another. So we're gonna have something to block that. So what we want to do is we actually want to take these and delete. We want to actually keep the clone there. I know it's blue for some reason, but just wait. Function pick map. So now we'll put the maps and the random maps in there, and we'll do local map name equals So now what we'll do is we'll do local map name equals map, a random map, dot name. So what we want to do after is we're going to ignore that. I forgot to turn that off. But what we want to do is we want to do local up here. We want to do local previous map name, and we're going to leave it at that. So now what we're going to do is if the map name is the same as the previous map name, then we want to return pick map. Then we want to do else previous map name is equal to the map name. So that should get rid of your orange squiggly line, because now it'll complete that, and now we want to create the map. But we gotta actually put the map in there, so we have to do map name. Or, no, not map name, random map. So now what we want to do is put map in here, and do map clone. And we're gonna have to turn all of these to map. Or, like, map clone, actually. I want to do map clone. Map clone, clone. Actually, no. Just map. Makes it easier. Perfect. So, that should make it so that we don't get any repeats. So, what I want to do is shorten the time. So, we'll only wait 2 seconds before removing the map. We'll wait about 3 seconds to create another one. No, we'll wait 3 seconds. Yeah, that's good. So now we should see that it works, but we have to test that. So I might have gotten an error. Oh Lord, Roblox, what is my error? Attempt to index nil with clone. Create map, random map. That's weird. Sorry, I forgot to add that there's supposed to be a local. So really... Oh, okay. That's fun. Local, if I can do anything. So now we have to switch all of these with new map. And that should fix it. I can't select it. It's still broken. Why? This is... I see the issue. You have to switch create map to pick map. That's what was causing the issue, but now it should be working. So let me make it faster. So to prove that this works, we're gonna make it go faster. So blue, red, green, red, green, blue, green, blue, red, and that would go on forever. So there's one final thing we have to touch, and that is elevator doors. So I have some pretty cool doors. They're not really, they're just normal or old doors, but you just put them where you need them. You need one side and the other side of the door. Preferably you wouldn't want any gaps in the floor or like anywhere. So here it is. So that makes a complete elevator, except for the small fact that it won't work. So basically what I have is the left door, the right door, and some parts that are just in the middle. They just make it look fancy. They're welded to the doors. So I'm gonna put it in the elevator, and to do the doors, it's gonna be tweening, so we want to make tweening service. So local tween service equals game get service tween service. So this is going to be the most complicated part, so bear with me. So what we need to do first is we need to define both the doors. So we will do local right door equals elevator.right door. Local left door equals elevator.left door. Now we need tween info, so local tween info. This must be lowercase for it to work. The T must be lowercase for this to work. So tween info equals tween service, or nope. Tween info dot new. Just put 1. That'll define how long it'll take for the doors to close. Now here comes the hard part. Local left goal open equals squiggly brackets. Local left goal close is the same thing. Left goal open dot C frame. That's completely wrong. Alright, C frame is equal to left door dot C frame. This isn't actually too far off. So left door dot C frame times C frame dot new. We want 0, 0. You might have to swap this with the X. You might have to swap this with the last value, but just your doors might be set up differently. But either way, it'll be negative left door, just left door. I'm just checking my code. Dot size. Now, since it's here, it'd be Z, but if your code is set up to have this at the x-axis, you just replace this with an X. And then this next one's really simple. It's left goal closed dot C frame equals left door dot C frame. That's all. Now we need to make the tweens. So local left tween open is equal to tween service create, and you just put in the object, so left door, the tween info, which you could add more, like you can make them bounce back. Like, you know what, I want them to bounce back, so like I forgot all the different easing styles, so I'm not gonna do it, but you could. You know what, I will. Hold on. Okay, so easing enum dot easing style dot bounce, and then I'll do So that's basically tween info. Anyways, continuing, tween, or nope, left goal open. So actually, I'm gonna do tween info 1, because for when they're opening, I don't want them to bounce back. Just when they're closing. Why? Because why not? Hopefully this works. I've never done it like this before. So you want just tween info and tween info 1. So just tween info. So then we'll just actually copy this. And what we'll do is we'll do left tween close. And then honestly you just change this also to close. And for me, I want tween info 1 to be the one doing that. So then we copy this entire chunk and we'll replace basically everything that says left to right. So right, so I'm just gonna copy that word and just replace everything. Okay, now that everything has been changed, we want to actually just remove the minus. So now we're done with the hard part. So now what we have to do is we're going to make a function to define what we're going to do when we're trying to actually make the doors open and close. So that's going to be a new function. We're going to call it call doors, because that's what we're doing, is we're calling the function that animates the doors. So call doors. So function call doors, and we're going to name this toggle. Now, if toggle is equal to open, then the left tween open will play, and the right tween open will play. Then we'll do else, and that's exactly right, AI. You did it. So then we are going to actually, when we do create map, once we have actually created it and stuff, we want to call doors open. Now, before we move the map, or remove it, we want to call doors close. So we want to give the tween time to play, so we'll do 1.25 before removing the map. So pretty sure that's all we need to do. So we'll just wait 10 here, and we'll wait 10 here, and we'll see how it looks. Oh, I think I did it wrong. We'll have to do some bug fixing, but perfect. So it closes the door, destroys the map. And I guess it'll open the doors before creating the map, I guess. I'll have to... Oh, or not. Except I told it I didn't want bouncing back when the doors opened. I want them bouncing when they close. So I have to switch that, but you don't unless you did the same thing I did. So what I want to do is tween info 1, tween info 1, tween info. My mouse is broken. So that should be that. Please open. I am excited to see the world. This world sucks. I don't want to see it. I want to see a different world. Awesome. This world's cool. I'll stay in it. So, that's going to be the end of this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Wait, no! Basically, in the next video, we will add a counter and a lobby. And then, after, we'll do some fun stuff with the maps. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.